Hi guys, it's Stacia here, and a lot of you are gonna say, girl, you need to calm down your lips. So you know what? No. I kind of like it. It's called Stone Fox from NYX, the liquid lip suedes, which I love. By the way, they remind me so much of the ColourPop Ultra Satin Lips. Anyway, I'm kind of hot. Today I wanted to do a dupes video for something that I recently described, and as I bet you can understand by the title and what's in my hand, that they're gonna be brushes. Yeah. If you're new to this channel and you're not subscribed, then subscribe because that'd be awesome. I got these three Real Techniques bold metal brushes around, sorry there's light down there, around Christmas time, and I actually really like them, but you know, this one is pretty nice. I use this one for blush. Ooh, this is the, nope, this is the right one. I use this one for blush and for highlight, and I'm sure you could use it for contour, like even under eye powder if you wanted to, and that is the 300 brush, and it's just this color, and I like that they are coordinated for different parts of your face. These are like face but detail brushes. This is just all over face brushes, etc. Like I'm not exactly sure what the colors mean specifically, but yeah, these ones are always silver, and this is just a basic eye brush, I guess. I don't know. This is more blending for me. I wouldn't really use this for anything else, but this is the 200 brush, and I also got the 103, which is a giant, like, excuse me, like the size of my hand giant brush. I have pretty small hands, but yeah, it's a pretty big brush, and it's really nice actually. I use this for all over my face, like on my neck and my chesticles and all that, and actually really like these. Sorry, I like the shadow it's creating. I actually really like these. I'm hoping the shadow back here doesn't bug you too much. Lighting, still working on it. We'll get it eventually, girls. We will. But anyway, I actually like these. I got these on sale, so they're much cheaper than what I actually got them for, but I got them for like 15 a piece, for 15 for the whole thing, or maybe more expensive than that. I'm not exactly sure. They were on sale, pretty heavily discounted. But this one's about $20 for it. This one's about 15, 12, and this is about almost 20, 15, somewhere around that range. You can find these at Walmart. You find them on the Real Technique line online. They have all these online and everything. These are heavy brushes. They're pretty solid. And not only that, but when you set them on a desk, I don't have something I could like put them on, but when you set them on a desk, they're not going to roll off like a normal brush because they have flat edges on them, which is something that I really like, because you can just toss this on your desk really quick and it's not going to go blah blah and fall off. It's going to stay there, which is really good. They're also really substantial. You got something to hold in your hand because they are pretty heavy. The only thing that slightly disappointed me was that this, you know, for a $12 brush, it kind of bends a little, and I'm not saying that's necessarily a huge deal for me, but you know, you expect them not to bend. This one, it doesn't really bend at all. It's pretty stiff. I also had to cut some long bristles off, and here's a long bristle. I don't even know if you will be able to see it. You can kind of see it. There's like a long bristle right there, and those kind of bug me, but again, not going to really take away from the quality of the product if there's only a few of them. But these are really nice. They are high quality. You can get them at the drugstore, but they are not drugstore prices. A lot of people really love these. I know Kathleen Lights. I always say Kathleen likes. I know Kathleen Lights has used these and she loves them as well. So I mean, I really do like these brushes. However, I was on Amazon one day, just dawdling around like one does on Amazon, I suppose, and I found a bunch of brushes. Actually, I found this brush, and it looked very similar to the Real Techniques brushes, and I was like, oh my gosh, like if this is good, then why not, you know, try it out? Why not buy these instead of all of these? Because this was like $2, like $2 for this brush, like what? Compared to $20 for this big one. Yes, it's not as big as you can see, but I mean, girl. So I picked it up, and when I got it, I was surprised with the quality. I'm gonna link it down below if I can find it, but it's soft. I wouldn't say it's necessarily quite as soft, but it's pretty dang close to being just as soft as the $20 ones, and it's really nice. I like that it's kind of a paddle style. It's pointed, and it's more solid. I like to use this to blend out brush. Sometimes I use it for all over face powder, blush, you know, everything on my cheeks, etc. And I really do like this brush. Now, a lot of the times I feel like people buy these because they're pretty. You want something that's a statement piece. You want something that you can put on a little like desk. You can't even really see this on camera that well, but you want something that you can put on, you know, a cup or something and look pretty. Well, if that's really all you're getting them for, these are just as pretty as these ones. And they're pretty decent quality as well. I'll kind of run through these a little bit. So this, I went back on to Amazon and I got a set. And these all come in a set, and I think this set was $10. And there's 6. Oh, there's one more. I'll be right back. Like I said, I got this one separate. And then these all came in a set, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 brushes in that set, and a lot of these do really look like the brushes from the Real Techniques. The only issue I had with these when they got to me, they did not take that long actually to get to me. They take about a month. They are from China. Also, they tend to be packaged kind of bad. I got this brush and it was kind of leaning. I washed it and I reshaped it and everything, but it's still, I don't even know if you can tell on camera, but it still slightly leans to the side, which is not huge of a deal for me, but I'd rather that not happen than it, you know, it does. But yeah, this was $2, and then if you count all of these, I paid about $12 for this whole thing. So this one looks a lot like the 103. They're not 100% dupes, obviously, because, I mean, they are different shapes, but they are very similar, and they're going to do pretty much the same job. This is going to blend out your foundation. Well, I guess if you wanted to use it for that. It's going to blend out any kind of powders you have in your face. It's going to deposit powders. It's going to do all of that jazz and frazz. And it's going to do it the same. I mean, relatively. They're the same size of stick and ferrule. Same size, same color bristles. All that is the same. Now, this one is a hell of a lot lighter than this one, which is from the Real Techniques line. This one's way heavier than this one. But, I mean, I'm not really bothered by that. To be honest, it's not a priority of mine to have them weigh a lot. You know what I mean? The next one, I mean, this one could be considered kind of related to the 103 as well, but they are very different, so I don't think they are matches at all. But yeah. Then the next one that I got, and that I was kind of excited I got, because I love this brush by Real Techniques. This is the 300 brush, and I like this one a lot. And these two are almost, like, pretty close to the same brush. One of them is just a little bit smaller, I think. This one doesn't have quite as much shape as this one does. This one is much more finely cut and is much more shapely. This one is not quite as much. I mean, it's ever so slightly not as well shaped as the others, this one, but it is still incredibly good. Now again, these ones weigh a lot less than this one does, but they're still really great. Again, same length of ferrule, and the softness is also there. It feels soft. It feels really good. Really good. I said that weird. Anyway, and then the next one, these two kind of match, but not really. As you can see, these are a little off. The ferrule for the Real Techniques and the stick is just a little bit longer, just ever so slightly longer, and the shape of the brush is just different. And this one is kind of the only dud in the whole group. Now this doesn't have, they don't have numbers on them, so I can't tell you numbers, but you will know this one. This one was cut very choppy, very choppily. It does not look good at all. So this is the loss out of the bunch. It's also really rough. Unless you're running something that really like roughly like really scrapes at you to blend it out. I don't know if I'll really be using this one, but again, I'll probably keep it for a pretty piece because it's gorgeous. What bugs me also about these brushes is that on this, I'm sorry, I hit the mover. The ferrule is a gold color, and the stem or the stick or whatever you want to call it, the handle is a bluish silver. So they don't match that. It's just kind of my perfectionistness coming out that I hate that. I hate that these are different colors, especially since the Real Technique one is all silver across, whereas you can see the gold on top and then the handle is being silver. So that does bug me quite a bit. Anyway, we'll talk about the other brushes that I don't have dupes for. Now these do though definitely have dupes. If I were to go to Walmart and pick up the rest of the Real Techniques line, which I thought about doing just for purposes of a video, but I decided not to, are these ones. Now you can buy these ones, I don't know about this one, but you can buy these ones in the Real Technique line. I've seen these at Walmart before. This is the triangle foundation brush, which I've never seen a different foundation brush like this. I personally do not use foundation brushes that are like paddle form or anything like that. I mean, I have several of the foundation brushes that look like this, the normal paddle style that you're just supposed to kind of like, and I don't really use these. Sometimes I'll use them for face masks or like in a pinch for highlighter or whatnot, but I don't really use those that much. But this one is a little bit different. I use this for highlight sometimes because it is a pretty interesting shape, so it can kind of like go like, you know. And I also use this to highlight down the nose, and I can also use this for putting powder under my eyes because it kind of has that like tip that you can really like get in there and pack it in. So I do use that for under the eye powder. It's actually pretty nice for that. So I do like that. You could use this for contour too if you wanted to be in a pinch, just use that. You can buy that in the Real Technique line. They do sell that. This one I don't know if they have a dupe for online, but this one is really good. I love this brush. This is my favorite brush out of the whole line. This just really gets in there and just does a beautiful job. It's a really like kind of an all-over brush because it's thin enough that it can be a crease brush, kind of a lazy crease brush. It's not going to be very precise. It's also thick enough though that you can use this as a blending brush and really just get in there and blend it all out. You can put color on the lid with this too as well. So I really do love this. I wish I had a number, but it's just kind of a round domed eyeshadow brush. It's dirty because I used it earlier. Then we have this one. This is the contour brush. Now this is kind of ever so slightly looks like it's kind of angled. I don't think it's meant to be at all, but this is actually a pretty nice contour brush. I do actually enjoy this. It's really soft. I have one similar to this in the e.l.f. line, but it's thinner and it doesn't quite have as much like pliability or kind of like movableness as this one does. This one is much more like, I don't know what to say, how to put it. Anyway, it's much more like softer and bendable and stuff like that, and I really like that. And then the last one is this angled eyeliner brush, and I really do like this to get in there and, you know, use it as an eyeliner brush. I don't actually really use eyeliner that much, I'm going to be honest. This does have a slightly kind of weird shape to it. I don't know what it is about it. It's kind of like it's thinner at the end than it is. I just moved, you guys, sorry. It's thinner at the end than it is like down at here at the ferrule. It's thinner. Ignore my nails. I've been painting and stuff, so they're not painted. But anyway, and then it is up here. So for me, it just kind of looks weird, but it gets the job done. I use this for eyebrows, and I do actually enjoy it for that. If I use a powder, usually I just use a stick eyebrow pencil. But anyway, when I got these, I was really shocked about how good quality these were. I was not expecting much.